My bra issues are often I need to get people to like shorten my straps all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing such good camera work here. This is fantastic. Yeah, we go. We go ahead and go.
The major question that arises is what the art is, or who is deciding what art is and what isn't. Because at the end of the day, the tank wasn't an art to start. Well, you could easily say it was an art to start with, because normal people do not live in water tank. How much was it worth then? And that's £3.50 can of a paint and 7 cardboards, which are turned into stencils, which obviously is loads of cutting and a scalpel, so put on it on a material, if we are generous, about 25 quid. So does that make £499,975 worth more suddenly? Is that and the sorry, I forgot for the artist time, which I don't know how much he got an hour. That's a good hour late if it took him longer than an hour to paint it. So now you have a question Okay, did it really, or was it? So was the whole piece? Well, was the whole place a piece of an art before the stenciling, or did it come after the stenciling? And if it did come after the stenciling, does it make a less piece of an art if you would have just make a cut out of the stenciling and leave the whole rest there? Or essentially, take a clean film, put a paint stripper, put a clean film on it, make the paint strip off and being stuck onto the clean film, and then put it on canvas. Would then the canvas be worth $500,000 instead? Or does it need to be in a context with the tank? And if that's so, wasn't it art when the tank was actually where it was, and that was made a piece of art, so once is now inside of a storage box somewhere, it's worthless.
Andrew?
Like touring.
ANDEW. This is the win.
I get a really, it's a really interesting triangulation I found for me between the play, which I haven't seen, but the play and actually what took place, which I think we got a sense of today live, and then this documentary that's also been going on. So for me it was this really strange but interesting triangulation between three versions of a story, and for me that was a fascinating thing to come across as like different ways of expressing.
And I was saying to Hal, it was a really what the Fringe is about.
What Fringe is about?
What the Fringe is about. What this festival is about. And it goes back like 30 years, really, to where there's been an atmosphere like you had and that whole thing. You don't get that sort of authenticity and power generally. It was a real privilege to be here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming here. I wish you all the best and your bravery, and I don't believe in God, but you made me think a little bit about it. Okay?
Thank you.
Good luck.
Good luck to you.
Good luck. People are always filming!
Tachowa have you seen him in the video? You know, he prefers to be described not as a homeless, but as a self-sufficient. In 2004, he found this abandoned water tank in the middle of the Malibu's beaches and all this rich area, and he create a palace, as you have seen in the video, from nothing to a palace. It's like a diamond from the rock. He was living there during 7 years until Banksy write this lettering, and the Banksy fever took him away from his home. But he always have been grateful to Banksy. He always says, Banksy's other work is brilliant, but the writing on the tank was an art. It was just lettering. The art was inside the tank. I regret that it's gone. It was meant to be seen. I think that it's an important idea that we have to think about it. What do you think? Any questions? Any thoughts? Any feelings?
What happened to the inside of the tank afterwards?
Well, it was destroyed because people want Banksy's art to be bought and to be sold, but after all this Operation this fact that tachowa was taking him out from his home. Banksy took the photo from his website, and then the water tank is not really real.
And does Banksy regret doing it?
Well, you have to search.